Okay, guys, so we're back with another video, and I just want you to pay close attention to the video because it's very important. The first portion, I want you to notice what happens as the guy is getting out of the vehicle. And I'm basically just trying to do a little commentary before the video so I don't have to stop it as much. But like I said, as always, please go and watch the original video because we want to give credit to the people that actually posted the video. This is just my thoughts and just pointing out basically what it is that I do, what I teach, and those sort of things. So let's give it a watch. And you'll notice that I'll skip through a lot of portions. Again, that's so we can give credit to the people that originally posted the video. If you want to see the full video, there will be a link in the description.
Get out of the vehicle now!
Now, if this is a traffic stop for a seatbelt, supposedly, you probably didn't hear that because, again, I was fast forwarding through the video. He did say on the speaker that the guy was traveling at 5 miles per hour. He was stopping at every stop sign. Again, if you want to see that information, just go and watch the original video, or at least the link that I got the video from. But again, why does he have a gun, a deadly weapon out for an infraction, for a violation of traffic?
Get out of the vehicle now. Step out of the vehicle.
He says, I got my seatbelt on. The cop says, step out of the vehicle.
Get on your knees. Get on your knees. Put your hands on top of your head. Put your hands together.
Notice how many times he's going to say, I'm at work.
Do you have any objection to me searching that? Yes, sir. You do? Yeah. Okay. Do you have any identification on you? Okay. I'm Officer Dufour, the Pensacola Police Department. Yes, sir. The reason I'm stopping you today is because your seatbelt is on. Okay. The chance is to stop your vehicle. All right. Well, I was trying to get to a place that I felt comfortable. Okay. I'm coming because I'm at work right now. This is your vehicle? Yes, sir. And I'm at work right now. You're at work? Yes, sir. Okay. I got my badge on and everything. Okay. All right. For my 15 years, I'm going to pat you down just to make sure you don't have any weapons on. Okay. That's good. Go ahead and spread your feet apart.
He's going to pat him down.
Take a seat. Oh. Stop. Wait. I got to a place to go. I'm going to work right now. I'm going to go see a client right now. Who? Me. I'm at work right now. You're at work right now? I'm a counselor. You're a counselor? Yeah. But do you have a client nearby or what's going on? Yeah. Okay. Before we ask any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Rights.
So he just basically read him the Miranda rights.
No, so you cool talking to me? Yeah. So you have no ID on your end? Yes, in my car. It's in your car? Okay, do you have my work ID on? Do you have any objection to me searching your vehicle right now? Oh, yeah. Do? Yeah. Why? Because, for one.
Now, he asks him, does he have an objection? There's a yes or no answer. When you say yes, well, why not? Well, why? Why do you want to search? Like, then we can keep going back and forth into the questions of why. This is why it's important that you know what they are supposed to have the capability of doing and the limitations that are required by them. If not, they will abuse the power, overstep, and do what's been done all of history. Let's continue.
There's no smell of marijuana. Or I'd never mentioned any drug. Right. And number two, I think the stop is based on. I don't even know why you stopped me right now. I explained my stop to you. Okay. I mean, I object to the search. I mean, I'm at work. I was leaving Walgreens and I'm headed to see a client for a session. I'm the counselor. Why did you flee from? I didn't flee. You never stopped. I waited until I got to a place where I felt comfortable. You never stopped. So that's the only thing that I'm saying. I didn't. I'm literally at work right now. Like I could have stopped at any moment. I got my work badge on me and everything. Where's your work badge? Is your name and everything on? Yeah, it's my name on there. Mind if I cut that off for you? Yeah, you can unzip. Yeah, I'm literally at work. I have no reason to flee. I'm literally at work. The Baptist man? Yep. Why are you doing this? Doing what? Fleeing from the police. I didn't flee. I mean, I was just waiting. I was waiting. I let you up and I hit my siren. I told you multiple times. I was just waiting to get to a point where I feel comfortable. That's it. I mean,
Why is it so hard for law enforcement supposedly to listen? Now, their job is what? Law enforcement. So their job is to enforce the law, not to help the community, not to be there for safety reasons. They are there to enforce the law. So if they are there to enforce the law, they must know the law. However, they don't. They are only in training for 6 weeks. Lawyers must go to school for 2 to 4 years to become a lawyer to learn the law. It took me years to learn this information. So, how are police officers enforcing something they do not know? And we continue.
literally in the middle of work. I have no reason to flee. Like I'm at work. Like I call the supervisor right now, and I'm going to see a client because that's what I do. I do community. What's your date? 11/5/88. What's your middle name? Levante. LAVONTAY. LAVONTAY. That gives you no excuse to stop. I'm trying to pull you in. What I was saying is, I wasn't fleeing. I was just waiting to. That's fleeing from law enforcement. I did not. That is fleeing from law enforcement. I did not increase my speed. It does not matter. The only thing that I'm saying is this: I was not fleeing. I'm literally at work. The moment that I initiated my lights and sirens and told you to stop, you're required to stop for law enforcement. The only thing I'm saying, is this: I did not flee. I was waiting till I got to a point where I felt comfortable to stop. That's the only. I'm literally at work. I just left from Walgreens, and I'm headed to go see a client in the therapy. That's it. That's the only thing. I'm literally at work right now. So I had no. Lots of black, common spelling, first of Turan, TARAN, middle initial L for Levante, date of birth 11/5/88.
But to come this far and not stop?
The only thing I'm saying is that I have no reason to flee. I'm literally at work right now. Literally at work right now. I kid you not. I was actually headed back to the job. I work right around the corner at Lakeview and Baptist. I was literally finna head right back to work because I gotta go see who's been baked right. That's it. Okay. Literally have no. I need your license, your registration, your insurance. So I have permission to enter your vehicle and grab those items. Can I get it? No, sir. You're detained right now. You fled from law enforcement. I didn't. I'm literally. You fled from law enforcement. I'm not going to argue with you about that anymore.
Can you grab your license, registration, and proof of insurance?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Where is it at?
I got my front seat.
Just in your front seat?
No, I got my license,
Okay.
then I got 5. The rest of it is in my glove box. I can grab it.
Can he go grab it? Can I go grab it?
Stay seated.
I wish I
Okay.
could call
We get it.
Chief
We're at
right
work.
now.
224 goes. Do we have any 10 canines around? Good.
Black, there's 34 all the way. It's got a valid.
Once he stopped about right here, I hopped out, got him on his knees.
What was the point of all of this? It was a traffic stop for not wearing a seatbelt. These are the reasons that you must be informed. These are the reasons that we're out here fighting. This is it. White supremacy. 95% of law enforcement or the justice system total are whites. 95%. So what chances do we have, even if we go up the chain through the justice system, of getting something done right? What chance do we have? And they're all friends, they're all buddies, they all grew up together or raised each other's kids together or some of the sort.
I initiated it back beside Alex. He continued for multiple, like these few blocks all the way up to here. I continuously hit my sirens. I told him over the intercom, driver, pull over. He continued to look in his rearview mirror back at me.
So basically here he's trying to find charges to trump up to give to this guy. All from a seatbelt violation. Now the guy proceeded 5 miles per hour, stopped at each stop sign, and then pulled over when he felt safe. He explained this several times, yet this is what they do. So the next portion you're going to see is him calling his supervisor and basically trying to get something out of this. Something. But we're going to continue watching.
Yeah, that's valid. Beside Addicts Court. And then he continued, we stopped up here on Bernard. But he continued to hit my sirens multiple times, hit my lights. He continued to look at me from his rear view mirror. I got on my PA system and said, driver, pull over. He still continued to go through. And then that's when he finally stopped over here near Morris Court and all of that. So he said that he's working. He works for Baptist. He has some sort of a Baptist lanyard or ID. And he said he works for some sort of a psychologist or somebody. But besides that, he said that he just didn't feel comfortable pulling over at that time. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's good. Now, I have no clue what's in his car, and he won't let us retrieve his license, registration, or insurance. Like, I've got him detained right now. But, I mean, I guess we're going to just have to let him back in the car. And, yeah. Yes. Well, I don't know that for sure. No, all assault and battery history. That's only has the phrase. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I appreciate it. Wow. Before we let him back in the car, just for our safety. Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Now, notice his demeanor when he gets out the car as though he has full control. He's running things. Like he didn't just make a phone call to get approval of what he could do and what he couldn't do. But anywho, let's keep watching.
All right. So I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. All right. I'm not going to charge you with fleeing the rule. All right. I get it. You might not feel comfortable pulling over in some area. Right. When the police light you up, though, you gotta stop. Okay. If you had just stopped, we wouldn't be where we're at right now. We could have had a friendly conversation. I do that all the time with my traffic stops. Okay. What's going to happen here, for my safety and the officers around us, because we don't know you, you don't know us, I'm going to frisk the immediate area around the driver's seat to verify that there's no weapons and you can harm any of us. Okay? From there, I'm going to release you from your handcuffs, I'm going to put you back in your driver's seat, and then we will continue the traffic stop from there, okay? Okay. Do you have anything to say to that? Are there any weapons in the car? Okay.
Of course, he finds nothing. Boy, was he desperate.
Good turn. Careful now. I'm gonna take this cup off, just put it down your side.
And we wonder why so many colored men are getting killed by police because of these tactics right here. He jumped out the car with a gun on him, a deadly weapon, for no seatbelt.
Get back in the driver's seat. I'll put it back for you. And if I could have your license and registration and insurance now. And then your license. It's a good.
And this is where he knows he just fucked up. Pay attention.
Telephone number for you. 529 4703. The situation that we just got put in, I hate being put in that situation. Had you just stopped, this would have been a different conversation. I don't know how often you've ever been pulled over. I don't know what kind of cops you've ever dealt with to make you feel comfortable.
PPD.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So look.
That's why I'm in meet with top. Chief Tommy Lighter right now, talking about different ways that we can address it. That's why I'm talking to Lieutenant Stephen Bauer about issues just like this, because at the end of the day, like, I'm an up and coming leader in this community. I have no reason to defy law enforcement in any way. But what I do know is that, and this is law, I know that when a person feels uncomfortable when dealing with law enforcement, when you're driving, you have the right to continue on until you get to an area where you feel comfortable before the traffic stop begins. As long as you don't increase your speed, as long as you don't start to drive erratically in any way, you can continue to go.
Yes, sir.
That's the only thing I'm saying. I just was with Lieutenant Bauer Friday talking about this same thing.
That's why you're no
You
longer
understand?
Crips.
I mean,
But I'm telling you this now.
say what?
Yeah.
I'm in meetings. Chief Tommy Light, I'm at meet. I come to the PPD station. I was just there last week with them in the meeting. Captain, all of them.
I mean, this whole thing's in body cameras.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
What was the point after he mentioned the captain, the lieutenant, and all of them, and that he's just been in meetings? Did they have to mention that everything was on body camera? Are you afraid? Are you scared? The two police officers that came up afterwards don't even know what happened. So you can't be a witness. You're only a witness to what happened from the moment you arrived. Once he already had him in handcuffs, he already lied. He already put a gun on him for a traffic violation. Why are you pulling a gun for a traffic violation at any point ever unless someone pulls a weapon on you? Simple.
But aside from all that stuff, man, I hate getting put in situations like
And I hate being involved with officers. I don't have no reason.
I got you.
You can go back and ask these. You can go back and ask your superiors. I have absolutely no reason
Do you
to be around here to do any of that.
Do you understand why I'm pulling you over?
You said you
Violation.
said you pulled me over for a seatbelt violation.
That's
When
correct.
you approached me and pulled your taser out.
I drew my firearm.
Okay, I'm sorry. When you
Oh, look at him. When you pulled your taser, I drew my firearm. Like he has a right. Like, oh, let me correct you. The nerve of them. The nerve. This has been going on for too long. It must stop. It must stop.
put the firearm on me,
Yes, sir.
I couldn't even get out the car because I had to unbutton myself.
I gave
So
you
understand.
time to do so.
I don't.
I gave you time to do so. He said I couldn't even get out because I had to unbuckle my seatbelt. He said I gave you time to do so. Wait, we gotta wait.
I drew my firearm.
Okay, I'm sorry. When you drew the firearm on me,
Yes, sir.
I couldn't even get out the car because I had to unbutton myself.
I gave
So
you
understand.
time to do so.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. You saying you pulled me over for a seatbelt
There's
violation?
hundreds of scenarios that would have gone this way that law enforcement officers have been killed in the line of duty.
What? What does that have to? What? What is he talking about? You see how they always get to flip it? They always become the victim after they victimize someone. Huh. Keep watching.
At the end of the day, officers, don't nobody understand law enforcement more. I do. I was raised in this community.
Okay.
I know, I'm at table, we talking about these very same issues, okay? So, at the end of the day, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I still feel how I feel,
I know.
you know?
But doing what you do puts us in a tight mark.
Like I said, you can go ask Lieutenant Bauer, you can go ask any of them. I don't put law enforcement in no bad spot to where they feel like their life is in danger or anything. But at the end of the day, I'm saying it on camera, I'm saying to anybody, at the end of the day, if law enforcement light me up, I'm going to continue to drive slow at a slow pace until I get to a place I feel comfortable getting out so the traffic stop can take place. So if I gotta go to jail on that or stand before a judge or on anything, that's what I'm gonna do. I ain't got time to be around here running from law. I'm finna go see a crime right now. You there. You think I got time to run from y'all for what? I'm legit. I got a license. I got insurance, everything. You choose
So he basically, the other officer had to intervene and ask him to finish his traffic stop. Um, so yeah. Now I'm going to fast forward to a part where he's trying to review the camera. Bear with me. Here we go. He can't figure it out, so he goes to try and Google it.
Officer Evangelist, can you help me out with something real quick?
And then he calls the other officer over to help him.
Is there a way to review the beginning of this? It'll be the first one right here. So this should be, I believe this one should be right now. So you just play it.
Yeah, you gotta be stuck.
That's what I'm trying not to do.
Yeah. But there's, but I know he has to not be activated for you to go back.
Okay. So, do you see what he does for it? Or for
So basically what just happened was he was trying to go back and view the video so he could see if the guy actually took off a seatbelt to see if he fucked up or not. But we already see the video. You did, bro. Sorry. So he's just writing him up a ticket. I'm going to fast forward to the end.
there's all of your items back. Look, I'm citing you today for the seatbelt. It's a $116 fine. You have 30 days to take care of it. All of your options are highlighted and listed on the back, okay?
What I don't understand is how are you giving me a seatbelt ticket when you drew your firearm and ordered me to get out the car?
You did not have a seatbelt on when I initiated my lights and sirens. That's the purpose of the stop.
No.
If you have any objection to this,
Yeah.
you can exercise your second.
So now it became when he turned the lights on, he didn't have a seatbelt on. But he never said this whole time that he saw him putting a seatbelt on while he was driving. So now, let's just go back to the beginning. Let's go back.
Get out of the vehicle now! Get out of the vehicle now. Step out of the vehicle.
He's unfastening his seatbelt.
Get on your knees. Get.
So I don't understand how this was for pulling over for a seatbelt when he had a seatbelt on. But now we see the tactics that they use. These are only tactics. It's me against you. I say your light was out. You say it was on. I say you didn't have a seatbelt on. You say you had it on. you know, and they have all this paperwork, and you gotta protect yourself and fight. And if you're tired, just contact me, and let's get to learning, people. Let's get to learning how to stop this once and for all. Thank you guys for watching. Until my next video, I'll leave the description and the link in the description, so you guys can watch the video in its entirety.